Yo, hey, what's up, folks? This is Kevin, Big K Horror, and so I want to do a little quick ramble review of a movie I just got a hold of last week. It was actually sent to me in the mail in a package, and when I read what it was, I was like, "There's no effing way." But sure enough, the curiosity got to me, and I popped it in, and sure enough, it was. So it was the new 2012 Maniac, starring Elijah Wood, and so I popped it in, and I watched it, and I gotta say, it is hands down one of the better remakes of this past decade. And I know a lot of people say that about every remake that comes rolling out forward, but no, seriously, this movie was really, really well done. And I think if you're a fan of the original with Joe Spinell and all that, you'll still like this one. Sure, Elijah Wood's no just Joe Spinell. He's not really fat and greasy and, bug-eyed, and well, actually, no, Elijah Wood is bug-eyed, but he's not kind of creepy looking. He's got his own, but Elijah Wood does carry his own awkward, creepy menace about him, and it's done very well. There's a lot of flashback sequences, but in this one, they also infuse the flashback sequences in like what's going on presently with him at that moment. Like if he's outside of a restaurant and has a flashback of his mom getting screwed by two guys at the same time while he's watching, it'll happen right there against the light post he's standing next to or something. Shit like that. It's got some surrealism involving that and the mannequins, like as in the original. It's brutal as all hell, and I honestly gotta say that it was such a geek-asm, like an orgasm for geeks for me, because the score to it's fucking phenomenal. It's just watching the movie itself for its slickness, and it's violent, but it's also a very beautiful film, plus its score. And the score, by the way, is very synth electronic 80s score. It's fucking awesome. Anyway, back to what I was saying was that with the score and the visuals of the movie put together, it really is the perfect fusion of like the old school 70s, Euro Italian giallo films, or just European horror, mixed with the American grindhouse films. It's really a great fusion of those both subgenres in one. And Elijah Wood did great. So did the lead actress that played along with him, playing Anna. She was great. The violence was really great. It didn't turn out to be as bad as I thought it was going to be, but that's not to say that it shies away from stuff. It doesn't. It's grueling and intense, but it wasn't as bad as I was expecting to be. But as far as like, me having to turn my head or whatever, it was not too much torture stuff. Things were done pretty quickly. And also there's a funny moment in the movie where one of the victims that invites him back into the apartment puts on a record, and it's that song from Silence of the Lambs, Goodbye Horses, by Hugh Lazarus or whatever. Yeah, anyway, there's a whole scene set to that song. So it's kind of a funny touch. Anyhow, but from the creators of High Tension, they brought this movie forward, and it's from the director of P2, who was also made by the creators of High Tension and Hills Have Eyes and Piranha and all that. Anyway, definitely check this movie out if you come across it on video on demand, movies on demand. I know I'm gonna buy it when it comes out. It was just fucking awesome, and it's just a great movie on its own merits. It does its own thing. Oh, and one last thing I meant to mention: the POV. The whole movie's told through Elijah Wood, the psycho, the maniac, through his point of view. You only see him like reflections in the mirror or against a car or something like that. It's fucking awesome. And one last thing is they put the infamous cover artwork of the original 1980 Maniac with the body of the maniac holding the severed head with the blood dripping and the bloody knife next to his crotch, and he's got the heart on in the crotch. They duplicated that image exactly to detail almost in the remake in a one shot, where the camera pans over to the car where he just killed a girl next to, and the reflection is him holding the severed head next to with the knife to his crotch. It was pretty interesting seeing that, Anyway, how they threw that in there. Anyway, so that's my opinions about Maniac. It fucking rocked. So anyhow, check it out. You won't regret it. Alright, peace.